Hey, what is going on, everybody? Chris Williams here, back with another episode. And I thought today what I would do is, you just got through watching it. It's the Apple Spring event, and I just thought I would share with you my personal thoughts. Apple 12 got a new color, and it is this purple. Man, shout out to Apple though for the smooth transitions and the crazy in-between stuff they were doing. But I gotta say, the 12 Pro, no real difference. It's just the color of the phone. Now, I think for most people, they're like, well, why would I just go get another color? Well, here's the truth of the matter. Truth of the matter is Apple has done a very good job of not only expanding the color options for people to kind of personalize their own Apple product. I also like the fact that this time out, what they've done is they've added another color to an already amazing phone, which quite honestly, is actually pretty smart. I mean, we all know that this product sells. We already know that this product has been not only a seller, but it is one of the top selling phones and most in demand. But also we know that people like customizing their Apple products inside of the ecosystem. So why not come right out of the gate and drop this brand new purple? Next up, AirTags. So this was pretty interesting. AirTags. Yeah, I've heard about them before. To be quite honest, this is like a novelty or some, I'm not really sure what to think about $29 AirTags. And what I mean is, was it in that much of a demand that people were like, hey, we've gotta have these AirTags? Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, was this a demand thing, or was this just another product that because Apple promised it a long time ago, it was like, all right, we gotta make it happen. But the idea of the fact that they actually will help you find your products, I think that's pretty cool. The only other thing is that there's not a growing, group of people, at least in my personal opinion, that actually walk around with keychains anymore or key rings. Now, all the tech specs and cool and how it finds your products, I think that's pretty cool. But I did think it was really cool of the commercial, the little mini, float through the sofa commercial that they did. I thought that was actually pretty dope. But hey, AirTags are a real thing, and they're here, and I'd just be interested to see how many people I see walking around with these chips and clips on their personal products. Next up is the new redesign of the Apple 4K TV. Now, honestly, this is probably the product that I'm most excited about, mainly because I use my Apple TV every single day. Right now, honestly, from a TV perspective, the whole battle is between my DirecTV subscription and leveraging my Apple 4K TV. And so it's kind of been something that we've used in our Apple 4K TV more, but I'm really excited about this new look. Now, the base portion doesn't seem like it changed much, but what did change is this remote. Now, the remote looks a little, maybe like an off-white silver-ish aluminum, maybe kind of going back to the days when it used to be that color when it was the very thin one. But I like having the little radio button around. It looks more white to me, which I enjoy because I have all white in my office. But I do think it's gonna be pretty incredible as far as a product. You got the 32 gig at $179 and the 64 gig at $199. And I do think because pretty much every channel has moved over to a subscription-based look and everyone is creating exclusive content, I do kind of think this is the wave, and I don't think it's gonna change at all. Next up, we've got the colorful, very bright and vivacious looking array of colors in the refresh of the iMacs. Now, yes, I will be completely honest, I do have an Apple Mac 1 Mini with the M1 chip. I do have an Apple 4K TVs all throughout my house. I do have an Apple 12 Pro Max phone. I do have a MacBook Pro laptop. I have never owned an iMac. I do see where, depending on the office that you work in, maybe they have already been using Apple products, so you might switch over to seeing these colorful iMac backs inside of your office, but I just have never found an actual need with all the other Apple products that I have for getting an iMac. Now, recently I explained the reason why I got the Mac One Mini, because it made sense from a workflow perspective and the heavy lifting of video editing and some of the stuff that I do, and it has been a total game changer. I'll link that video up at the top so you can watch that one, but I don't have, honestly, an answer for getting the iMac. However, I will say, again, I think personalization is just in. I think that's kind of the wave of what Spring Loaded has showed, is that, listen, people like their products to be personalized, and they will turn in or buy brand new of something that can be personalized a little bit more to their like and feel, and they did that with iMac. Now, they did some changes, obviously, to the look and the feel, made a larger display screen, which I think is pretty cool, and it's also thinner. And it looks like, you know, they got to continue those downward facing speakers. So it looks like they've really made some strides to kind of update the iMac. A lot of people have been kind of wanting this as a refresh. And I do think, honestly, I think they're probably gonna end up selling more iMacs. Now, whether or not you get an iMac, I think, again, it all depends on, do you want a Mac One Mini with the M1 chip and you have your own display, or would you just rather have a dedicated full screen, you know, iMac on your desk? That's totally up to you, and I think it's just gonna come down to preference. iMac is definitely gonna be for sale $12.99, which is not a bad price considering all of what has happened and the fact that it's been a while since they've done a refresh to that. I think it's a pretty good look. You'll be able to pick that up, purchase in April, at the end of April, and pick it up second part of May. Now, honestly, where I get more excited is the iPad Pro. So the iPad Pro comes with a liquid Retina XDR display. All of those things obviously mean that this display is gonna look better. But the biggest difference is the fact that it actually now has the M1 chip built in, which is what they're doing. And you gotta realize the reason why this is happening is because of the migration to Apple Silicon, meaning everything is gonna be made from and by Apple. And so this M1 is kind of that first step of refreshing all the main products that most people have. So when you're looking to upgrade and do your thing, guess what? You'll have that ready to go right here in the iPad Pro. And I'm actually really excited about the new iPad Pro. I tend to upgrade the iPad Pro when it's time, when it first comes out, because I like it. I use my iPad Pro a lot, traveling, at home, you name it, I use my iPad Pro a lot. And so it's the one product that when Apple says, hey, we've got some updates or we've made some significant changes, I typically go get it. USB-C port. Thank you, Apple. Comes with the 12.9 or the 11-inch display. Not really sure which one I'll get yet. I tend to like a larger display on mine, so I probably will stick with that one. Well, that's it. I just wanted to kind of give you my first thoughts and initial reactions that I think overall, great job, given we can't get together in person and you want to make sure that you're being an entertaining company while also revealing new lines of products. So great job on Apple for doing that. Keep pushing the envelope. And I do think at the end of the day, again, unless you just don't really like Apple, I kind of think that over time, Apple has continued to provide great products that the whole world is known and loved. Again, I am inside of the Apple ecosystem, even though I have a few other Android products really on the phone side. But I really like what Apple has done and how seamless the transitions are between these products of what I do and the things that I pay attention to. So, this has been a really good event. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a share, like, or subscribe, or drop a comment below of what you're looking forward to getting your hands on based on the Spring Loaded event. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next episode.